Good morning, everyone. It's Shauna coming to you live from her craft room in Edmond, Oklahoma. Today is June 28th. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, straight up. I am on time. Woo woo! Let me make sure I'm in the right place. Let me make sure everybody can hear me. In the morning, straight up. Yep. All right, and then let me turn on live comments. That's not what I wanted to do. Give me just a moment. There we go. If you are popping on, say hello. If you see the red blinking live button in the left-hand corner, then you are catching me live. Woohoo! Stop by, say hi. If you're not, if you don't see the blinking live button, then you're catching me on a replay. Just type in replay and I will know that you have stopped and said hi. So, we're going to be talking about kits today. I personally love our kits. We have two different kinds of card kits, I guess I should say. We have scrapbooking kits too, but the two different kinds of kits, these are our monthly subscription, kind of a surprise in a box kit. Those are always in the orange boxes. Sometimes they come in a really pretty box, but we also have our normal kits, which are in the brown boxes, and you can look at these and see everything that's inside of these before you buy them. So these are online. We get 2 new ones every month, so they're constantly changing over and switching and getting new inventory. So you'll find these at stampinup.com. These are a monthly subscription. You have to subscribe for, I think they're $27 a month, I believe. They used to be $25. They've recently gone up in price. But they are all inclusive. They have your ink, your adhesive, these come with a stamping block the first time you subscribe. These come with a stamping block if you need one every time. So again, these are all inclusive kits. They are great for beginners, for intermediates, for advanced. They're great kits all around. So it doesn't matter what level you are on. Sometimes we just need a jump start, get the mojo juices going, the creative juices pumping, and then a lot of times I will start making them, and then while I'm making them, I start thinking about different alternative things that I can do. And so you usually, if they're cards, you get 3 different types of cards, 3 of each to make. So I'll make the first ones like it says, like it suggests, and then as I'm making, other things pop in my head, and I make the other ones different and alternates. So we're going to be opening up this kit together. This is the Full of Charm June kit that we just got last week. But before that, I want to go over just a few things. Stampin' Up! Does have something for everyone. We have 3 different levels. We've got the step-by-step kits, like I just showed you. We've got some quick and easy options, which is called our mix and match section. They are laser die cuts, a couple of envelope and card sets, and you can just pull from these little bit of supplies and mix and match and create your own. Stampin' Up! Of course also has samples in their catalogs, so you can make it as they show as well. Then we have what's called Creativity Your Way, which is anything goes. It's pretty much our whole catalog, other than the very beginning part. So Again, we have something for everyone, so don't think that, oh, I'm, just beginning. You don't have anything for me. We do. We do have something for you. So don't let that stop you. Don't forget about our 50% off, buy one, get one half off. These are on our suites. It runs from June 3rd through June 30th. I've had a couple of people reach out to me because the ordering it's kind of crazy. So if you have problems, let me know. What happens is you really only need to do your suites in one order, and then all your little like ribbon or embellishments or papers in a separate order. Because what happens is if you have a suite in your cart and then you go and put in, say, some ribbon, but that ribbon belongs to a suite, then it's counting that ribbon as a half off. So you're not truly getting the biggest bargain for your buck. So if you have problems with the ordering, let me know and I can walk you through that. This is the kit we're going to put together today, the Full of Charm. I do not have the printouts for July, August, and September. Again, we get sneak peeks of the subscription kits, and so this is all I knew about the kit that we're fixing to open, and I could tell from this that I loved that kit, so I went ahead and got it. You don't have to get it every month. You can stop it, start it, stop it, start it. So just because you've gone in and you have subscribed does not mean that you are agreeing to get one every month. You can stop it. However, it is a process. If you stop one month, it will automatically restart the next month. So if you don't want that month, you have to go in there and stop it. It turns itself back on after every month. So you need to remember that if you don't want it, to go in and suspend it. And I have a note every month on the 9th. Go in there and stop it if you don't want it. But usually I want it. And even if I don't think it's cute, what I see people do with it makes me want it and glad that I got it. Craft shows, believe it or not, guys, the time is coming upon us. We have already registered for the Earth Glow Market Craft Fair. This is happening on November 8th from 9 to 3 at Church of the Servant. That is 14343 North MacArthur Boulevard, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73142. It's off of MacArthur, just north of Memorial, south of 150th, or what we in Edmond call 33rd. So I think this is their 30th year that they're going to be having this. So it's one that is well known. They have good stuff there. They have over 100 different vendors. It is a good one to put on your list to check out if you've never been and you're looking for craft fairs to go to. So me and Jason are looking for at least one more. We usually do the Jingle Jam in Piedmont, but we have conflicting dates because this Earth Glow Market one is the same day as the Piedmont Jingle Jam one. So we won't be in Piedmont this year at Jingle Jam, which kind of stinks because that's a great craft fair. So again, if you're looking for craft fairs to go to, that's one to go to. This is our current annual catalog. Let me back up. If you guys know of any craft fairs, let me know because I might be interested. I am reaching out to the Putnam City School one. I think it's in December. So again, if you know of any craft shows that are going on, let me know so that I can investigate because we might want to do it. Currently, this is our annual catalog. It has great products, but if you're only shopping from this, you're missing out. And the reason why I say that is if you go to the StampinUp.com website, that is the best place to be shopping because it has all of our kits, which change again every month. It has all of our clearance or discounted products. So don't forget to check out those specials. Every month, or no, every 2 months they update that. So if something seemed a little pricey and you didn't want to pay that much at first, then it might now be discounted, and if you wait 2 more months, it might be discounted even more. It also has our online exclusives, and I'm telling you what, the online exclusive products are awesome. Sometimes I like them better than the catalog products. I hate to say that, but they are great. In fact, I did get a box last week, a brown box. It's always a good day when you get a brown box. That means it's a Stampin' Up! Box and we have new goodies in the house. Whoop, whoop! Maybe next week I'll do an unboxing video on that. Believe it or not, there's a Halloween stamp set in there in paper. There's a really pretty floral paper that you can use for autumn. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't get. There's a very cute little tractor set that has hay bales and sunflowers. You can use it for Christmas trees. It'll probably be coming to my house. I just didn't put it in that box yet. I was only doing the sweet stuff. Again, like I said earlier, if you're doing that sweet, the buy one get one 50% off sale, make sure you're just doing the big sweets on that, and that you're holding off all your little ribbon and embellishments and everything else paper that might be part of a suite in a different order if you're not getting the whole suite. So I did the sweet sale, and then I will probably next month do just the regular little stuff. I had to split it in two. Okay, the reason why I have these cards sitting out here like this is because this is our June card to get. Can't even talk. I'm trying to go so fast because I have so much to cram in an hour. This is our June card kit to go class. So we are not meeting and getting together for card or scrapbooking classes through the summer months. Everybody is so busy. They're wanting to enjoy the outdoors, the pool, they're going on trips. Nobody wants to make cards and scrapbook on a Saturday or Sunday. So I have, instead of holding get-together classes, I am offering to-go classes. They are little kits, and I'm going to show you what they look like here in a second. But this is the June one, and if you're interested in this, you need to let me know by Monday, 11:59 p.m. the 30th. So here's today. You've got 3 days, today, Sunday, and all day Monday, to let me know. That way I can make sure that I have enough supplies on hand to make the kits. And I say that because when you do turn in an order, which I'll probably be turning in an order July 1st, to make sure that I have enough for everything, I have to allow myself time to get that material and cut it and put it together in the little kits so that you guys can pick them up. So, let me go over July's calendar. So here is the church crop. I will not be able to attend July 12th. My niece is having a birthday party, and it's a pool party, so we're having it here at my house. So I will be busy. I will not be able to go. That does not mean that you can't go. If you still want to go, let me know, and I can give you the information, the directions, the lady's name to reach out to, but I won't be there. Okay, so if I get my order on July 1st, I might have it by the 11th. Takes a little while to get. I have this week right here to cut and put together your kits for the card class, because I have to have them ready for the 18th so that you can pick them up on the 19th, because this is normally where we would be getting together and meeting for class. Same with the scrapbooking stuff. I need to know by June 30th, so 3 days, today, Sunday, and Monday, You need to let me know Monday by 11:59 p.m. so that I can turn in my order on Tuesday, July 1st, so that I can get the materials and cut the stuff so that I can have your kits ready by the 25th for the scrapbooking so that you can pick them up on the 26th or after. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. I do work a normal Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job, so I don't get to just sit here and cut and scrapbook and craft all day long every day. I have the weekends and I have the evenings, so it does take me a little bit longer to put together the kits. So again, this is the July card class to go kit. It's $15. You just need to let me know by Monday, June 30th, 11:59 p.m. is the cutoff, if you are wanting a kit to go class. And then before you pick up your kit, you need to either pay me $15 and pick up your kit and be good, or put in at least a $15 order with me selected as your demonstrator. Okay, when it's a class to go kit, I cannot do any of the stamping for you. So I can't do this and I can't do this thinking of you. You're going to have to use your own sentiment stamps or put together the card without the sentiment. And I kind of went over this last Saturday on my Facebook Live. I do a lot of cards without sentiments on the front because I can grab this card and use it for a birthday, for a thank you, for a get well. I can use it for whatever I want just by writing a message on the inside. They're going to know why I'm sending that to them. So don't think that you have to put a sentiment on the front of a card. Okay. Now, our scrapbooking July class to go. It's birthday themed. Our cards were floral themed because I used the Impressions of Bloom die set. This one is $45. You create 3 2-page layouts. So for $45, you're getting the stuff to make 6 pages. 3 double-page layouts. Here is layout 1. This has a lot of gold foiling paper in it, so I have used a lot of gold accents, which really I think jazzes this up. This uses the wonderful and beautiful Wildflower birthday paper. And again, I need to know by Monday, June 30th, if you are interested in this scrapbooking class kit to go. And I'm going to show you, because a lot of people don't understand how these come, so I'm going to show you that real quick. So bear with me a second. Okay, that's layout 2. Again, a lot of gold accents, a lot of die cutting. It's super gorgeous. We also used this paper last month and did some spring Easter layouts, and it was great. Okay, here's layout 3 and the double page. So if this is something you're interested in, I cut a lot of this stuff, a lot of the sayings, the page titles on my Cricut. Those are not Stampin' Up. You can't get those through the kit. Those are cut by me on my Cricut, and you will get those in your kit. This is how the kits come. Because people are like, how am I going to know what goes with what? Okay, they're going to be labeled, hopefully you can see that. Layout 1, layout 2, I know there's a glare, sorry. Layout 3, And everything that you need for layout 3, the paper, the cuts, everything is in this one Ziploc bag. Now, this of course is a sneak peek at August kit to go, because that's what I'm working on for you guys so that I can show it off to you. This is using the Adventures to Go, I think is the name of it. It's a traveling kit. Since I thought a lot of people would be traveling for the summer and taking vacations, I thought this would be a great kit to use. So here, for example, is what comes in layout 2. And this is what you will get. Okay. So when you undo your bag, everything has been pre-cut, die cut for you, and this is not completed. I am still working on cutting all the pieces out. And then the way you put this together is you look at the pictures that I send to you on the email in the beginning of the month. By the way, if you're ever interested or think you might be interested in my classes, let me know and I'll add you to my email list so that you can get an email each month and it'll show you what we're making so that you're not missing out. Okay, like I said, this is not a done, this is in the middle. This is in the works, I guess I should say. So you're going to get your 2 big background pieces, and all your paper is going to be cut to the right dimension for you. All your little strips, and by looking at the picture, you're going to lay the paper out, put all the tag, all the embellishments on it, and just lay it down and then put your pictures on it. Hopefully that makes sense. It's very easy. You don't have to spend your time guessing or measuring anything. Everything comes pre-cut, pre-measured. You just look at the pictures and put it together. So very simple, very easy, very fast. Usually when we do a class and there's 3 2-page layouts, so 6 pages, it usually takes about 3 hours. And that's having fun, enjoying each other's fellowship, which is why I love getting together for classes and not just doing the kits to go. But maybe we will go back to that come the fall when things settle down and the kiddos are back in school. But anyway, that's how your kits come for the scrapbooking. And they really come that way for the card making too. They come all your pieces in a bag so that you know what card goes with what. It's labeled card 1, card 2, card 3. So, okay. Let's get to crafting. That's enough chatting. I'm going to run out of time. But again, let me know June 30th by Monday, 11:59 p.m. because I will have to have everything cut by the 25th so that you can pick up your scrapbook kits to go on the 26th or after. And again, it's $45 for those. You will need to pay me at the time that you pick up your kit or put in online a $45 order with me listed as your demonstrator. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have questions, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out to me via email, Facebook, a phone call, however you know how to get a hold of me. Okay, I'm going to open this bad boy up. I haven't even taken off the plastic wrapper because I want you guys to see and know how these come. And again, these are the ones that are a surprise to us. This is the monthly subscription class. And like I said, it usually comes, if it's a card kit, you make 3 cards, 3 of each. So this is the stamp set. It says, "Let's celebrate you, happy birthday, to a wonderful friend, miss you, thank you." Great stamp set. It has some leaves, some foliage. See if I can talk today. So that's kind of a great all-around stamp set. Comes with the Pretty Peacock ink spot. And then, because it is a monthly subscription kit, it is a surprise. So again, it comes all wrapped up in pretty tissue paper. I usually save this and use it on a project somewhere down the road. So let me fold that back up, get it out of our way. So here are the 3 different cards that it makes, 3 of each. I usually just slice open the side of it so that I can kind of try to keep this together and reuse it. Let's see if I can pull this out. Sometimes it's easier said than done. But you can see this one comes with some tear and tape. Comes with some beautiful gold sequins. Comes with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, and these are some glue dots. Ooh, how pretty, guys. Okay. You pull all of this out, and I'm trying to be really careful because these are laser die cuts, and you can kind of see they're already popping out. So I try not to disturb those too much. And then flip this over, and these are our instructions. Usually at the craft fairs, I give away a kit. You have to enter, of course. You have to put your name and phone number and enter the drawing. If you don't have a hard surface to stamp on, this is great to stamp on. So don't just throw this away thinking this is trash. If you're not getting a good impression with your stamp, stamp on top of this and it will make all the difference in the world. So keep that. This I take and I put inside one of our clear envelopes. Hold on, let me show you what I mean. Let me grab an old one. Here's one from, I think, last year. This is a Father's Day. These are our clear envelopes, and I just cut the little top and flap off. I stick this in here. They fit perfectly. And then the stamp set, if I can get my fingers to work, is in here. So that's what I will do with this one. Let me put that to the side. Again, the first time you subscribe, it comes with a block. Let's see if I have any right here. Yeah, I have a ton of them, but comes with a little block like this. And then since this is a subscription one and they've mailed you the block the first time, they don't put another block in here time after time after time. Now they do in our brown kits. If you have to stamp, there's a block that comes in each and every one of these. So I don't use these. I use the actual Stampin' Up! Blocks that we sell, because if you will notice, this has an easier hold on. When I use this, I get my fingertips in the ink, and then I have ink everywhere. So just be advised, these blocks that you can buy through Stampin' Up! Are different. They have a little groove around the side that you can hold on to. It keeps your fingers out of the ink most of the time. So I will use one of those blocks instead. All right. We only have 30 minutes left, guys. I hope I can make all 3 of these. I mean, they're pretty easy to do, but... So here's the first one, and it looks like we need the leaf stamp. So let me grab that stamp. And I can get a smaller block for that actually. So let me put that on there. And then it looks like To a Wonderful Friend. So let me grab my... The way I do my sentiments, just so that I know they're nice and straight, I put them on my grid paper. Usually. Stick and doobie. And then I push down. Another thing that you can do if you're not getting a great stamp the first time, sometimes there is chemicals on the top of these and it doesn't allow the ink to get on there real well. It kind of looks bubbled or distorted. Take this, stamp it in your Versamark ink pad, which is a clear ink pad. It's like a glue pad. And then put it in your ink and that ink will stay on a lot better. There's another little tip for you. Okay, so it looks like all the envelopes for the cards are the same. Sometimes they're a little bit different, but these are the envelopes. So I'm going to put those to the side. And on this one, it looks like we need this beautiful laser die cut. Again, I'm going to be really careful when I am pulling this apart and poking this out because I don't want to tear it. So we need this, and then it looks like we've got 3 different card bases. So there's one. Look at that beautiful gold flecking detail. Then here is another card base. And then here is a 3rd card base. So it looks like I am going to reach for... Is it this one? Yes. Okay, so this goes with this, it looks like. So there is card 1. I'm going to put that to the side. Let's see what we need for card 2. I don't even know if you guys can see that. So this one is this card base. And then we've got this beautiful piece right here. If I can get it out of here. It's catching on every edge possible. And it looks like we have this piece right here that goes with it. I think the hardest part about these kits is pulling these things apart. Because I mean, they're delicate, so. Okay, I think that is it, and it shows that we use this stamp set right here, or this stamp. So I'm going to grab a block and I'm going to put that on there. And then we also need a block for the, looks like Miss You, which is right here. Is that it? I think so. And of course we need some sequins, and I have those. Okay, so this one looks like we need this background. So I'm going to take all these extra backgrounds and get these out of my way. So this background, and it looks like we need this die cut. That's trash. I'm going to throw that away. And then, oh, this is what I need to stamp the Miss You on. So that goes with the last card I was putting together. And then this one is probably the first one for the To a Wonderful Friend saying. And then it looks like this one we used the Let's Celebrate You stamp. And again, I'm just gonna kind of lay that on my grid paper so that I know I'm getting it nice and straight, and then put my block on there. I only worry about that with the words. Then we're gonna use this one, the little diamond, as the saying. So I think we're done with this piece. We can put that away. And then we already got everything we need off of this and this one. So I'm gonna stick those away. And it looks like this one has already popped out for me. So they pop out pretty easily. This one looks like it goes on here, and then probably these little orange flowers. Is there just one? I think so. And that's done with that, so I can throw that away. So here we have our 3 cards. We've got all of our stamps on the blocks. I think we're ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna pull out my big, I use these to travel with, to go to crops with, and I have a little container that I stick them in, so I'm not gonna open that. I'm just gonna pull out my big Pretty in Pink pad since it's right here in front of me. This also, if you don't have a piece of grid paper with a measuring tape, this also has a ruler on the bottom. Sometimes they come with ribbon or thread. If you need to measure something, you can use this ruler. So when I say all-inclusive, I mean all-inclusive. And then the back also shows you a video. You can scan this QR code and watch a video to follow along while you assemble. I posted that video a couple of days ago on my Facebook page. It just shows them opening it, going through it. They go through it pretty fast, but here's also a die set that coordinates with this, and I have that die set. Trying to remember what the name of it is, and I can't off the top of my head, I'm sorry. But it's a great label. This cute little flower goes with that flower I just punched out in the leaf set, and then a word that says hugs. Anyway, so, and it also tells you what colors are in this if you want to use coordinating colors: Basic Beige, Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, Timid Tiger, and Gold. So anyway, lots of useful, helpful information. Okay, now it does not come with a bone folder, and I think every card maker should have a bone folder. That is a tool that you will need, so make sure you invest in a bone folder. You want your edges and your folds to be nice and crisp and lay straight. So let's see, let's go ahead, let's do this label, get it out of the way. This is the To a Wonderful Friend, and again, this is my first time stamping with this, so I'm gonna tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna tap on the side. A wonderful, good stamp, so I don't need to get my Versamark out. I don't need to do anything to make it stamp better. I'm going to try to line this up. When I'm on the camera, it's a little bit hard because I try not to get my head in the camera. Hopefully I didn't just a second ago, but there's that. We can put that to the side. And now it says to take this. Well, and really that was step 3 that we just did, but I like to get my sayings out of the way. So step 1 really is to take this leaf stamp, and let's make sure we have our card facing the right way up. So it shows this way. It shows that we take this. Again, I'm gonna tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna stamp off to the side. That's pretty good other than this one little, oh, but I'm supposed to have that one. Okay, this is called what a distinctive stamp is, and it has some texture to it. So that little white spot that I'm getting there in the middle that looks like it didn't ink well, That is supposed to be there. So I'm not going to worry about that. It tells us to come up here and to stamp right here. Sorry, I'm kind of off camera. And then right here. I'm trying to like not go off the edge of my card. If I were to fold my card over, there's the edge of it. So I wanted to make sure, and you'll see that there is some room in between their two stamps. I really should have scooted this first stamp over a little bit, but that's okay. And then I need to come down here and stamp down here, and it looks like they just have this going right like that. So is that it? Those are my extra little stamps. I think so. I think I'm done with that. And then I'm going to close this up for a second, because if I don't, I am known to get ink everywhere. Okay, where did my pretty, there it is right there. Okay, and then they say to take this, and they even show you where to put your adhesive. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me hold this up to the camera. See these little dots right here? That's where they're telling you to put your glue dots. So I'm going to open this and reach for my glue dots. And I'm going to take my little pokey tool, or your take a pick tool, and I'm going to put the adhesive on right where they tell me to. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Make sure I have this. Looks like it goes this way, because we have the 3 leaves, we have the little flower. So tells me I need one on this, one on this, one on this one on this one, and one on this one. So I just kind of come in here, follow the instructions, and like I said, usually if I'm not sitting here and doing this on camera with you guys and I'm just sitting here making it, what's going through my head is, oh my gosh, I could use it like this, and I could use it. In fact, I'm already thinking you could make a bridge card very easily with this and use this to combine the two sides for your bridge flap. Anyway, maybe I'll, that'll be one of my alternates. What I'll do is I'll put these 3 cards together for us today, and then maybe over the next month I can do alternates and show you the alternates at the end when I'm done. So that way I have 9 different looking cards out of the same kit. You'll also know, I think that's all of them, yeah, that I seldom, unless I'm doing a video for you guys, I seldom put these card kits together like they suggest. Usually the envelopes have some sort of design on them, and I am cutting apart the envelopes and using those as card bases. I'm just going through here and taking off all the backs to those glue dots that I put on here. So the tedious part, but much needed. This is a very beautiful kit. What grabbed my attention, and the reason why I knew I wanted it right offhand just from the sneak peek picture, was the stained glass watercolor look. I love a watercolor look. I don't do that great of a job myself with watercoloring, so I love it when Stampin' Up! Does it for us. Okay, now I'm going to see how they have this. I want to make sure that I'm layering this right. So it looks like this is the top. This flower goes over top of this flower. That goes over top of that flower. Here are the leaves. We just lay that right on top. Oh, so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we're gonna do this, take a wonderful, to a wonderful friend that we already stamped, and it says I need the dimensionals. So I'm gonna grab these dimensionals, and these actually, I'm sure they're not that big, but they look big. We do carry miniature dimensionals, and I think that's what I'm gonna, these are a little too big for me. I'm gonna save those and pull out my little minis. I have really fat fingers, and it's really hard for me to see around my fingers to make sure that I'm getting that dimensional just on there correctly so that none of it's hanging off. And when I use my minis, I don't have to worry about that. So if you've got your minis, grab your minis. It says to lay this right here, and I'm going to stand up over my project. That's really the only way that I can get things lined up like I want to, because I want to make sure, again, I sell my cards, so I try to be pretty persnickety about things, because no one's going to buy a card that doesn't look like it's supposed to. Now it told me to get my sequins out, so let me see. There are two different sizes. I need two small ones and a big one, and it looks like they put a small one up here, and then they took a large one and put a large one right here. It's kind of hard to see. And then another small one right under, looks like here. I'll hold this up for you because I know, but it's telling me you need 3 sequins, and there's one there, and one there. And again, I know it's really hard for you guys to see. Okay, so that is card 1. We're gonna fold this over. It's already pre-scored for us. I'm gonna take my bone folder, make sure I get a nice crisp fold. And put that to the side. Isn't that beautiful? Card 1 done. Okay. Card 2. It tells us we need to stamp the Miss You. Let's see, it's right here. So I'm going to stamp the Miss You. And again, I'm going to come over here and just do maybe a couple of tests. There we go. It's a little bit better. And I'm going to try not to get my head in the camera. I don't know if I'm on. I'm just going to go for it. Yep, did good. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side. And then it tells me I need my little leaf. And here's my base. It's telling me I need my base. I'm gonna turn, actually, the only thing about not folding, it's easier if you don't fold your card, stamping it while it's flat. But I will say, here's this line. This is where I would normally fold that card. And so I want to keep that in mind so that I am placing my stamp in the right spot. I'm going to take my ink and do it this way, just because this is a bigger stamp. Another reason why I like using a bigger ink pad. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stamp this off just to make sure. Looks like I am kind of missing, and it's probably because I didn't push hard enough. I have that little spot right there. I'm going to stamp that again. And now I'm going to make sure There we go. It was just me and I didn't push down in the right spots. So I'm going to stamp this or ink it up. And it's telling me that I need to stamp kind of up and over right here. And then one more time, let me ink that up. I'm probably off camera when I'm doing this, sorry. And looks like I need to come over and down just a hair. And I think right about there. I could be off, we'll see. That's supposed to peek out from underneath this overlay that we're gonna put on. So hopefully, I'm gonna close this up because again, I don't want to get ink everywhere. And I'm gonna pull in this piece of paper and it's gonna line up right there on the edge, and it looks like I did a pretty good job. So it peeks through those two spots and it peeks through down here. Another way that you could have done that is you could have laid this die cut down to get a better visual of where you were going to be stamping this stamp. So that's another idea. Okay, this tells me I need to take my tear and tape and put this, I mean, it shows me exactly, there's no guessing. I need a strip right here. I need, these kits are great if you don't want to have a lot of supplies on hand. Like if you don't have a craft room and you don't want a whole bunch of supplies, but you still want to be creative and make cards for people, these kits are the bomb diggity bomb. It's been a long time since I've said that or heard anybody say it, but that's what comes to mind. These are also great to take on the go. If you have kids that are in sporting activities at school, you can go and watch them practice, or be at their practice, since you have to drop them off and pick them up anyway. And you could be sitting over there putting this together, because again, all you have to do is grab your little box and go. Okay, I think I am going to go ahead and fold this over just so that I can see where the edge of this card is, and then I can line this up easier. So now, one thing about our tear and tape, once it's down, it's usually down. So, because usually when you go back in to pull it up, or it's going to tear. So be careful. Be advised. Okay, I'm just going to take this and I'm just flattening this little fold. Then it says we need to take the Miss You. Oh, you know what? Nope, it doesn't. It says I need to, I almost missed this step. See this little die cut right here? I need to take this and get my glue dots again and put some glue dots. It looks like, let's see, here. Almost missed a thing. It would have just been just as pretty without it, but I mean, Stampin' Up! Is giving it to you, so you want to use it. And this, okay. Now again, I'm just gonna go in here and hopefully pull those off. Sometimes it is easier said than done. Because see, I put my fingers right on top of the glue dots to hold it down, and now I got my fingers sticking to it. Okay, I know we're running a little, I did a lot of talking at the very beginning of this video, so now it's gonna make me kind of hurry, hurry, hurry. Okay, this goes, they have it like down here. Stick it right. I'm using these two leaves right here. It shows that they're kind of hovering that leaf right there. So that's where I'm sticking it. Again, I almost kind of think it's prettier without it, but you know. However, I will have to say, once you go in here and you put these on here, now I'm going to reach for these big ones that they gave me. I'm going to put 3 big ones on here. That's probably overkill, but that's okay. I will have to say that once you go in here and you put this on here, which this is supposed to kind of lay right here, it does make it prettier with that extra leaf there. So, and I may have not, let me see if I can rotate that just a little bit. I don't think I was quite straight. There we go. And then it says we need 3 of these sequins. Again, 2 small, 1 big, and they have put, let's see, they have put 1 down here, and then a big one up here, it looks like. And these little sequins kind of hide. 1. I'm going to go down here and put it down here. They have it tucked. There's a space in between this blue right here and this pink. Well, I don't really have that space because of the way I stamped this, so I'm going to choose to put mine right here. But again, another gorgeous card, guys. Okay, it is 10:57. We really only have 3 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and put together this final and third card. If you guys are on a time crunch and can't hang out with me, that's fine. Go ahead, come back, watch the replay. This shouldn't take me very long. It shows that I need to stamp first this Let's Celebrate You. So I've got that right here. Grab my ink pad again. And I am going to come up here, tap, tap, tap. Maybe one more time. Okay. This also lets you get kind of a feel for the stamp. It lets you know if you need to push down in any other main area more than the other. I'm going to try to center this. Again, not get my head in the camera, so if I'm a little wonky, it's because I'm not right over top of it. I'm a little bit to the side, but that's okay. That's okay. Is that all this stamping? I think it is. No, it's not. I lied. Looks like we need to come in here and take that same, where'd it go? You guys hide things from yourself. I am looking for, did I not put it on a block? Hold on. Maybe I didn't put it on, I didn't put it on the block. It's still on my thing. I forgot to grab this stamp right here. Okay. Let me grab another block. And I need to, it says come in here. Okay, we're going to put that out of the way. Put that out of the way. Put this out of the way. It's closing in on me. Okay, that's a good stamp. Okay, so it says I need to come up here and I need to stamp here. And I love this foliage stamp. I love these leaves. And stamp looks like down here. And again, I don't know if that's exactly correct, but that's where I'm choosing to do it. What I was saying, I love this foliage stamp because I don't know if you guys can see like this little pattern inside the leaves. It's like a little grid or a square pattern, but it does give those leaves some texture, some depth. Very pretty. Okay, now I'm going to take this, right? No, well, kind of, sort of. Okay, let's do this one first. And I'm going to put some tear and tape. It says to put some right here. And right here. And then to take our little leaf, if I can grab it, and put some dimensionals. Hopefully I'm on the camera. I get a little carried away sometimes and I can't see where I'm at. So put one here and here, 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 and here. Okay. Take the backing off of these. Maybe we're going to attempt to. Again, sometimes easier said than done. Okay. And it looks like, did I get all that? Okay. Looks like this goes on first. This big piece right here. And it looks like it goes on right like that. This piece matches up with this line right here. This goes up to here, and then this comes down. I think that's a good spot right there. And where I got some extra adhesive. There we go. My nail caught that. My fingernail. Okay, and now this says that it goes on, this comes down to this. This kind of overhangs right here. There we go. And again, I'm just going off of, you know, and then it says to bring this in and your little flower. Guys, we're almost done. 3 minutes over, and I didn't start until half after, so I have put together 3 cards in 30 minutes. What is that, 10 minutes a card? Like I said, they go together so fast. They are so easy. Okay, I'm gonna stick, I'm probably off the camera, I apologize. I'm sticking dimensionals on this little diamond. And they say that this fits up here in between I'm not over far enough. I'm lining this up with this little gold foil stripe because that's kind of how they have it right here. They've got this little border edge in between, so that's what I've done. And then I'm gonna actually put 2 dimensionals on this flower because this flower kind of sits up on here and this has dimensionals under here. At least I popped this up. It doesn't say to do that. All it says to do is pop up the flower. So I probably did not do it like it said, but I'm gonna pop that up right there. So I've got the flower on 2 dimensionals and I have that on 1, and this little leaf is caught. Okay, that is card 3. Beautiful cards, just like Stampin' Up! Has made and suggested to put together. If you put all 9 of the cards together just like this, anybody would love it, getting it. You can always use different sentiments from your stash. That is the great thing about Paper Pumpkin or any of our kits. Let me clear this all out of the way. Actually, here, let me just remove that. All my stamping off to the side is kind of getting in the way of the prettiness. Let me clear all of that out of the way. So beautiful 3 cards. Again, this is the June 2025 Full of Charm kit. You did have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to get this. This came to our house last week. Everybody got theirs. But just know, our kits are beautiful. If you do the monthly subscription, you're not going to regret it. There is a Paper Pumpkin Club on Facebook. So lots of suggestions and alternates. Was there any bling on that? Did I miss putting sequins? I did. I always forget that part. So I'm pulling this back out, sorry. They have put sequins. Again, there's 1 big one, 2 small ones. So let's go, where's the big one? Looks like they've put the big one right here. And then they've got a small one right, oh, where is that sucker? It's right down in here. And then they've got another small one right here. Can't forget the bling. All right, guys. Just a reminder, one quick last reminder, if you are interested in the July card or scrapbook class to go kits, I need to know by this coming Monday, June 30th at 11:30 or 11:59 p.m. is the cutoff. So again, here's the 3 cards for July. I won't be able to stamp the sentiment, but that's okay. These cards are pretty regardless. So you don't have to have a sentiment on it, or pull a sentiment from your stash. Make them a happy birthday. Make them a thanks card. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you need. But $15 for this class to go kit. And I need to know, again, by 11:59 p.m. on June 30th. That's the cutoff date. I have to have a cutoff date. Sorry. You have to commit. I don't want to cut a whole bunch of kits and then people not come pick them up, because that's a waste of supplies for me. So $15 for this. The kits will be cut by the 18th. You can pick them up on the 19th or after. And then the July scrapbook to go kit is happy birthday themed. I've got that backwards. It goes like that. So there's layout 1, page 1 and 2. There is layout 2, page 1 and 2. Sorry if I am cockeyed and sideways and everything else. And then here is layout 3, page 1 and 2. It is $45 for this class. And again, I need to know by 11:59 p.m. on June 30th. If this is something that you're interested in, you will need to put in a $45 online order with me selected as your demonstrator, or hand me $45 whenever you come pick up your kit. Either way, I just need to be reimbursed for my materials. Really, I don't account for my time that it takes me to put the kits together. A reminder, the kits do come like this. Everything is pre-cut out, measured. They're put in Ziploc bags, labeled, so that you know what goes with what. And then you just work off of the pictures that I send to you in the email. And these will be pre-cut, ready to go by the 25th, so that you can pick up on the 26th or after. Sorry that we have gone 10 minutes over. There was kind of a lot to cover. If you have any questions, if you need help on putting any orders in for the buy one get one half off sweet sale, let me know. That is a little persnickety. I guess that's the best word to use. There is a certain way that you need to put in those orders to get the best bang for your buck. So if you need help, please holler. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for your questions and to provide help. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, that you get time to relax, get time to craft, hang out with the ones that you love, and we will see you here next Saturday, probably same time. I'll let you know through the week. Just watch for my Facebook Live post. Take care, and thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.